This corn is fresh. It's brand new, but it's made by the oldest living things on Earth, plants.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
Hi, friends. LG here. You want to talk about selection? We got it all here. You want something green? Take a look at this. Huh? This baby's nicer than my own lawn at home. And it is loaded. It's been completely reseeded. It's filled with chlorophyll. And there are no moles, no mushrooms, no dandelions. This baby is ready to mow.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Brought to you by plants. They're nothing to sneeze at.
Did you know that without plants, there would be no animals on Earth? That includes animals like us humans. See, in a way, plants make all the air we breathe and all the food we eat. Different types of plants live all over the world in different places. And plants keep the whole world alive. Plants are amazing. See, plants take energy from the sun and make their own food. Now, when we say food, we mean sugar. For example, here's an apple, and apples are sweet, but it's a different flavor from, say, sugar from a sugar cane, or orange juice from an orange, or maple syrup from a maple tree. Different types of plants make different types of sugar. Now, take a look at this. If we burn the sugar, at first it'll turn brown. That's caramel. It's sweet, and it's good. But if we let it keep going, the caramel burns, and it turns black. That's what we call carbon. And it forms a gas called carbon dioxide. That's carbon hooked up with oxygen, carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide goes up this tube and bubbles in this special detector liquid. And pretty soon, with enough carbon dioxide, it's going to turn a different color, a kind of orangey yellow. But it takes a minute.
Is it soup yet?
It's almost ready. See? The detector chemical has changed color. It's not blue anymore, it's orange. That's because we were making carbon dioxide gas. It's the same gas we make all day, all the time, every time we breathe. Watch. Here's some of the same detector chemical. See? It's changed color because I'm giving off the same gas as in that chemical reaction. Now, plants can do the same chemical reaction, only the other way around. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the air and give off oxygen. Take a look at this. It's the same blue indicator liquid, and it stays blue because these plants are absorbing carbon dioxide and giving off oxygen. Now, this process, where plants take in water and sunlight and make food, is called photosynthesis. It means making from sunlight. And the key to photosynthesis is a green chemical called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is what makes you get grass stains on your pants when you fall down. Now, plants take in carbon dioxide given off by animals and fungus and some other plants and make oxygen, which animals like us breathe. See? It's a great deal for everybody. Plant sugar. It is a good deal. Whew.
When plants make food, they put the oxygen that we breathe into the air. It's photosynthesis, and you can see it using this piece of lettuce. Just put the piece of lettuce in a jar full of water. Then turn the jar over into a bowl and fill the bowl with water. jar in a place where it'll get lots of sun. Wait about 24 hours. See those little bubbles? That's oxygen that the lettuce is making by exchanging carbon dioxide and water for food. Woo! Ain't that funky now?
Huh? How about this? This is nicer than my own lawn at home. And you wouldn't do this on a Beamer. Hey, friends, come on down and see me today.
Plants have found ways to live all over the earth, even where you least expect it.
Well, the car's covered with grass. Let's go. Plants! You ready? Yeah. Plants are everywhere! Yep. It's a grass-covered vehicle. It's a plantmobile is what it is.
Bill, man, the science guy, huh?
Yeah.
You look different.
Hi, you guys.
And what? Well, you can't hardly breathe in here.
Yeah, you can. They say cars and plants don't mix. It's okay. You know, all living things depend on plants. The car's not alive, but the grass is.
What do you mean, what color is it? It's a grass car. It's green.
See the air rushing over the blades of grass? Taking carbon dioxide from the air, light from the sun and water. And the grass is making its own food. It's growing. It's also making oxygen for us to breathe. The water, well, we provide that when it rains or when we hose it down from time to time. It's science. Science! It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of energy to make an apple pie. Just think how much energy it takes an apple tree to grow an apple. Now, why do they do it? Why do they bother? Well, please consider the following. See, apple trees are plants, and they can't move around. They're stuck. They're planted. They're plants, for crying out loud. So they have to find a way to spread their seeds out. See, plants don't want the young plants growing underneath them. Otherwise, they'd be competing for the same patch of soil and the same patch of sunlight. So plants, like apple trees, grow these big, yummy, delicious fruit, bringing tremendous amount of water up through their roots, getting a tremendous amount of energy from the sun, just so that animals will come along and take the fruit somewhere else. See, the fruit isn't used for fertilizer. It's used only to get animals to carry the seeds to some new place so that the seeds will grow away from the old trees. That's the only reason apple trees make apples. Isn't that wild? See, plants have all kinds of tricks for moving their seeds around. Like dandelions use the wind. And maple trees make these cool helicopter seeds. See, plants have this whole thing figured out. Well, it's a good use of energy when you think about it. Thanks for joining me. I'll consider the following.
Each seed of the milkweed plant is attached to a feather-like carrier. The wind carries the seeds away to a new area for growth, perhaps a distance of several miles.
This is Master Plant Theater.
Good evening. I'm Alistair Appleseed. Fruit, as we all know, is the part of the plant where the seeds are stored. Plants that want their seeds moved by a hungry bird or animal produce fruit that is tasty and good-looking. Take, for example, the tomato. Thank you. Note the attractive red color, and the taste is delicious. An animal would be inclined to eat this fruit. The seeds would pass through the digestive system and into the soil, which one hopes would lead to more tomatoes. Thank you. Fruit, an amazing way that plants have adapted to living on Earth. Thank you.
Here you go. Take that!
And that!
It's about 107 degrees out here today, and it's a pretty hot, dry place. We're going to be looking at some of the plants that live here and how they survive in this hot, arid environment. Desert plants are able to survive in a number of ways. Cacti and succulents are able to store water when water is plentiful in the rainy seasons. They soak it up and store it in their fleshy stems and pads, and they're able to use that in periods of drought when there's not very much rain or no water available to them. Other plants like the cholla cactus have a dense profusion of spines all around them to protect them from desert animals.
Cactuses are plants that play defense. See, cactuses live in the desert where water is precious. So any water they can get inside them, they want to keep. They don't want animals coming along and messing with them. So cacti have these sharp thorns. If you touch them, they stick you. So I'm going to leave it alone. Plants like this poison oak have an oil in them that irritates your skin and makes you break out if you touch it. Now, I'm not going to touch it. I'm leaving it right there. This is a nettle plant. There's little spines on it that rub on your skin and make it hurt. Ouch! It's a plant defense. I'm leaving this one alone too. Just think how much energy it must take for plants to grow needles or make stingers or make poisonous oil. But it's worth it to them because plants can't move. They can't hide. They can't run away. So they gotta play rough so that animals will leave them alone.
Plants use sunlight and water and carbon dioxide gas, which we breathe out, to make oxygen gas, which we breathe in.
You might think that plants need roots to get the nutrients they need to live and grow. But take a look. Here's 1, 2, 3 kinds of plants that get all the nutrients they need right from the water they live in or around. Look, they live fine. No roots. We've got a camera on the end of a pole. Now take a look. Standing in a tide pool. See all that kelp? All that kelp is floating around in the ocean. And it doesn't need strong roots or stems or bark because the ocean supports its weight. Now look at all that kelp. Think about all that photosynthesis. It's a big kelp green plant party. Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah.
Hey, sorry, Sky.
Huh?
And now, Mrs. Gardner's biology class proudly presents Plant Plumbing. Part 1, Life Without Internal Passages.
Get off the stage! Get off!
We are plants, simple and small. We have no need for veins at all.
We get all the water and nutrients we need without passages inside to help us feed.
When we're sick or injured, we really use plants. If you burn yourself, you might want to get some oil from an aloe vera plant. The oil helps soothe the burn. Now, a lot of bandages for cuts have seaweed in them. No kidding. Of course, people take garlic for high blood pressure. And if you have a sore throat, you can soothe it with chamomile tea with cinnamon or licorice. And lemon's good too. Gotta be good for you.
My name is Dr. Eloy Rodriguez. I'm a professor of plant biology and tropical ecology. This is a vine, and this is very common in the rainforest because the trees are all together, so they're all climbing together, trying to get up to the sun. What I do is I study plants for their medicinal value. In other words, plants that might contain natural chemicals that might be used in the treatment of disease. One of the interesting things here is that, as you can see, here are different plant species that were collected in the rainforest, some with big leaves, small leaves, and because they are different, they also have different kind of chemical substances. For example, here, this passion flower, you would expect that the chemicals here are very different from, for example, this plant here. In the laboratory, we take the leaves and we do a chemical study. Here's what we get from the ground up leaves, this very nice green color of different kinds of chemicals. And from there, the real mysteries of discovery, substances that could be used for medicine. And that's what makes this kind of research so exciting, the discovery of potential new medicines.
Most plants use light from the sun, water from the rain, and nutrients from the soil to make their own food. But some plants can't get enough nutrients from the soil, so instead they eat meat. Well, anyway, these plants eat raw flies. Pitcher plant, which grows in swamps and bogs in the southern United States. And flies are attracted to the pitcher plant by its sweet smell. They get near the leaves and they fall in. They drown in rainwater in the pitcher-shaped leaves of the plant, and then the juices of the plant digest them. The famous Venus flytrap, which grows in the southern United States too. And when the flies are attracted to the red color and the sweet smell of the Venus flytrap, they get in the middle of the leaves and then it closes on them and it dissolves them. See, these plants can't get enough chemicals from the soils they grow in, particularly nitrogen. So they've found ways to get the chemicals they need from what's around them. Namely, all the insects that buzz around swamps and marshes. Isn't that wild? These plants eat meat.
Just open up the plant, take out all the dead bugs. Here we go.
A beetle flower is a plant that smells bad. Beetles like bad smells. Here, take a whiff.
Cool. Smells like rotten meat.
Most plants are green. That's because plants make this stuff called chlorophyll, which is a green chemical that plants use to trap sunlight. Energy from the sun is what plants use to make food. Get a hold of some leaves. And mush them up using a knife. You might want to have an adult to help you. This is an experiment that'll show you the chlorophyll in the leaves. Put the plant goo in a glass. Now pour fingernail polish remover over the top. Now hang a strip of coffee filter from a pencil so that it just dips in the liquid. Now wait a while and the chlorophyll will rise up the coffee filter. That's the stuff that plants have been using for billions of years to make their own food.
Plants like the one in the salad use sunlight to help make their own food. Oops. I'm running out of salad.
A lot of plants shut down in the wintertime. They stop making their own sugar, their own food. And that's what makes trees like this one change color. As the days get shorter, trees sense that and stop making chlorophyll. The chlorophyll gets reabsorbed by the tree. And then when that happens, the other colors come through. Yellow, that comes from xanthophyll, and xantho is Greek for yellow. And orange comes from carotene. Carrots, that's the carotene, that's the same color, see? So these colors, yellow and orange, are always there, but we don't see them as long as there's a lot of chlorophyll present. So chlorophyll goes away, the other colors come through. The leaves change color. Isn't that pretty? It happens in the fall.
Thank you.
You, we make our food. The process is as simple as this, a thing called photosynthesis. We drink and sun till we've had our fill. Use green stuff called chlorophyll. Water and CO2 react. Oxygen and food are we are plants and here's our song. Promise it won't take too long. Plants and we hate to boast, but just try that with eggs and toast. Now it's time we should go away, but we can't move, so we'll have to stay. And we are plants and here's our song. Promise it won't take too long.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. If you'll excuse me, I've got some monocotyledonous leading us plants to harvest. See ya!
Produced in association with the National Science Foundation.
So all you did is we just sprayed the car with this goop of dirt and soil. This, my friend, is your grass car. That's what you got there.
You sure it's not an AstroTurf car?
Doesn't seem like an AstroTurf car. Here, feel it. That's natural grass, my friends. You operate a grass-covered car the same way you operate any car. Just put it in drive and pull out. The grass, which is a plant, is still taking carbon dioxide from the air, turning it into oxygen.